Name's Donnie Wilson. About a month and a half ago, my doctor, Dr. Anthony Rutledge of Coleman, Alabama, Coleman Internal Medicine, decided that on a routine visit that he would do a routine blood test. During that routine blood test, he found that my PSA level was 4.1. 2 years earlier, my PSA was 1.1. I'm 55 years old, and he decided this was a red flag, so he decided that he would send me to a urologist. He sent me to a urologist, and during the visit of that urologist, he made the comment to me that if it is cancer, at 4.1 I can cure you. This got my attention. Being an illiterate male when it comes to my health, on health issues, and leaving everything to my doctor, I decided that it was time for me to start taking my own health into my own hands. So I started doing research on the internet. I took the approach that I did have cancer. I hadn't had a biopsy yet, but I took the approach that I did have cancer. I did hours and hours of research, and I found that locally in Birmingham, Alabama, I was lucky. There was a team that if I did have cancer could do robotic surgery on me with the Da Vinci system. Dr. Scott Tully was on this tape that I watched, and I was very impressed with the skills. I also read a report from a Dr. Thomas Moody, and I found that both these people worked at the Urology Center of Birmingham. This is not a commercial for the Urology Center of Birmingham. I have not had the surgery yet, but I did have a biopsy by Dr. Thomas Moody. It's outstanding, and it's not quite as easy as everybody I have you believe. It doesn't hurt during the biopsy, but I would suggest that you get home as soon as you can after the biopsy and get ready to soak. It'll make your life a lot easier because your prostate will swell after getting 12 to 24 pricks into your prostate. Anyway, after the biopsy, Dr. Thomas Moody called me. I told Dr. Moody before the biopsy that I wanted to be, if it was cancer, I wanted to be as aggressive with the cancer as the cancer was with me. I told him I wasn't playing around at 55 years old, that the graveyard is full of people that tried other radiations and stuff like that to shrink the tumor. Well, the biopsy came back on the right side of my prostate. The entire right side of my prostate was full of cancer. The other part of my prostate wasn't. After talking to me earlier, he said, "I'm sending you straight to the surgeon." I asked him what he would do, and he basically said this is what he would do too. He would go to the surgeon and have the prostate removed from the body. I've met with I met with Dr. Scott Tully. I'm very impressed with Dr. Scott Tully. I'm very impressed with everything I've read on the internet about Dr. Scott Tully's team. I really and truly hope that if I get this up and running, that Dr. Tully and his team will actually film my prostate surgery and allow me to put it on the internet, on this thing. I want men 55 years and older to know the danger of prostate cancer. I also want you to know how you can survive. I have exercised for years. I walk a minimum 45 minutes a day. I do push-ups with my upper body. I'm 55 years old and I'm in pretty good shape for someone my age. I've had 2 massive heart attacks. I've had bypass surgery with 4 bypasses. That was 10 years ago. I've had arteriogram since then, and I'm in good health. I'm also a type 2 diabetic. Now, I'm also in the best shape of my life right now. I don't feel sick. And yes, I do have cancer. So you have to take all of what I just told you and say, hey, this could be me. Because, hey, bud, it could be you. Well, let me see what I can bring onto this website, make it more interesting. Let me see what I can do to help you save your own life. I know I'll help save mine so far. And if you don't hear from me after the surgery, then you need to be scared. Thank you.